What's up, guys? This is Brad, one of your head judges with the Never Forgotten Games, just coming to you to brief you with workout number 1. This workout is in honor of Humboldt County Sheriff Office Jim Mowrey. Your workout will be 21-15-9, so all 4 partners will have different sets of movements, but every single rep scheme will be 21-15-9 unless otherwise stated. So partner 1, and you can choose whoever does what order, but every partner has to do one of these sets. Partner 1 is going to do 21-15-9 toes to bar and also wall ball shots with a 20-pound wall ball for the males and 14-pound wall ball for the females. And there will be targets on the rig for you to use, but it will be 9-foot, 10-foot targets for the 9 for the women, 10 for the men. Partner number 2 is then going to start with single arm dumbbell hang clean and jerks at a 50-pound dumbbell for the guys and 30-pound dumbbell for the ladies. And then you are going to then, after each one of those, do a 30-foot handstand walk or a 60-foot crab walk. Your choice. If you attempt to do the handstand walks, you only get 15 of the 30 feet and you can't do any more and you want to switch to the crab walks, the only thing that you have to do is you have to go back to the very, very beginning and do all 60 feet of that crab walk for that round. Partner 3 is then going to do 21-15-9 of alternating dumbbell snatches, 50-35 dumbbell, and 21-15-9 dumbbell box jump overs. 24 inches for the men, 20 inches for the ladies. And then finally, partner 4 is going to wrap it up with 21-15-9 sandbag squat cleans at 75-50 and 60 feet of a sandbag carry bear hug style, so on the belly. So a couple things for the movements. Your toes to bar, both feet need to touch the bar that you're hanging on to at the same time, and your feet must break the plane behind your body, meaning that you can't do any of the scooping toes to bar. You have to make sure that your feet break that plane. For your wall ball shots, your hips must go lower than your knees, meaning that you have to squat below parallel, and then also the middle of your wall ball has to touch the target for that to count to be high enough. The single arm dumbbell hang clean and jerks, your dumbbell can be either, the clean jerks can be down to your side or they can also be between your legs. You must establish a front rack with the dumbbell, meaning that you can't just throw the dumbbell up there. You have to establish the front rack with your dumbbell before you go overhead. And then finally, your rep is completed when your knees, your hips, and your elbows are fully extended overhead. For your handstand walk / crab walk, either one, your whole body starts behind the line. So if you're handstand walking, both hands have to start behind the line and they have to finish over the line, completely over the line. For your crab walks, your feet and your hands have to start behind the line and then they have to finish both of them over the line. For your crab walks specifically, they are forward facing, so your feet are going to lead your body. And then for your alternating dumbbell snatch, both heads of the dumbbell need to touch the ground between every rep. You cannot use your arm or your hand as a prop on your leg. So if you're someone that likes pinning your offhand in your hip or on your thigh or doing this, those are not allowed. So that rep that you would then complete after the fact would be a no rep. And then finally, your rep is completed again with your knees, your hips, and your elbows fully extended overhead with one arm. Finally, your box jump overs. You need to make sure you have a 2-foot touch at the top of the box, and you also need to have a 2-foot touch on the other side of the box, so you cannot just hang one leg off the box. You are allowed to step or jump on the top of the box and then also off of the box. So first things first, for your toes bar, I kind of showed you already, the expectations are both feet touch the bar at the same time. But again, you need to make sure that your feet pass behind the plane that your body creates. You cannot do the scooping toes bar or the butterfly toes bar, as some people call them. For your wall ball shots, we're going to go over to the wall. We're just going to make sure that we understand this. So when I am squatting with my wall ball, I am going to make sure that my hips go lower than my knees. I'm also going to make sure that the middle of the wall ball reaches my target. Again, you guys are going to have metal targets, but for me, it's going above that orange line. So as I go, I'm going to squat down, and then I'm going to stand up and throw and have the middle of the wall ball touch that basically white paint. While we're over here, we're going to act like this is a sandbag. For your sandbag squat cleans, you are welcome to either clean it up and catch it in that front rack position, or you can also catch on your shoulder and do the squat clean like that. And then your bear hug carry, it just has to be on your belly. It cannot be on your shoulder or on your back or anywhere else. It has to be on the belly. Single arm dumbbell hang clean and jerk. Like I said, you can have the dumbbell between your legs or you can have it on one side. You do not have to split up the movement. So you can do all 21 on one arm if you prefer. You don't have to alternate. You need to make sure that, again, you establish that front rack here before you do overhead. Make sure your knees, your hips, and your elbows are fully extended. Alternating dumbbell snatch from the ground, directly overhead, knees, hips, elbows fully extended. As they come down, we want to make sure that you are transitioning at the level of your face or lower, or you can switch that on the ground, but we do not want you throwing the dumbbell over your head to switch. Safety first. For your crab walks, again, like I said, if I'm set up from a crab walk, my feet lead me. My hands are not leading me. Finally, box jump overs or step overs. You are either going to 2-foot jump, 2 feet on the box, and you can step down. You can 2-foot jump and then jump down. You can step up and then jump down, or you can step up and then step down. The one thing that we don't want to see is you reaching the top of the box, touching 1 foot to the ground, and then coming back up. That is not a full rep, therefore you will not get credit for that. If you have any more questions, reach out to the page. We're happy to answer any.